Good evening and welcome to Speed News with the Sentinel. Here are the top 20 headlines of the day. Shops and businesses were shut in Guwahati and other parts of Assam as the nation observed Bharat Bandh. Protest rallies and protests were seen in Chanmari, Kahilipara, Khanapara and other parts of the city. Impact of Bharat Bandh was also seen in Bishwanath. In Assam, protesters were seen stopping trucks and interstate buses from plying on the roads. Members of Nikhil Bharat Krishak Sabha were seen staging protest, stopping vehicles on National Highway number 15. Impact of Bharat Bandh was very evident in Sarupathar under Dhanshiri subdivision in the Golaghat district of Assam. All the shops and business establishments in Sarupathar town have been closed spontaneously in support of the Indian farmers' call for the peaceful Bharat Bandh on Tuesday. Bharat Bandh in Sonitpur was total as shops and businesses remain closed since morning. In Jammu Guri Ghat, Naudwar block Congress leaders were seen leading the protest against the farm bills. A total lockdown was seen from 11 a.m. till 3 p.m. on Tuesday as shops were shut, businesses were closed and hardly any public transport was seen on the roads of South Salmara, Mankachar of Assam. People supported the cause of the farmers and decided to support the Bharat Bandh, which has been called against the 3 farm laws passed in Parliament recently. Assam Finance Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma has promised a college, a 30-bedded hospital and a stadium to the people of Dotama if his party, BJP, is voted to power in the BTC elections. The State Bank of India Sarupathar branch has begun functioning from its new premises. The inauguration was done by R.S. Ramesh, Chief General Manager of the Northeast region of SBI. In a letter to Union Railways Minister Piyush Goyal, Rajya Sabha MP from Assam Ajit Kumar Bhuiyan has requested the minister to allow resumption of local trains in the state as it has affected the lives of public in general and regular rail passengers in particular due to the non-availability of passenger trains. After 9 months of restriction on the entry of tourists to Meghalaya due to COVID-19 pandemic, the state government has decided to reopen its doors for tourists from outside the state starting December 21. Home Minister Amit Shah had called farmers for talks this evening, a day before the government's 6th round of negotiations in a bid to end the massive protests against farm laws. Amid the farmers' protests, opposition parties said that they are meeting President Ramnath Kovind on Wednesday at 5 p.m. The joint delegation of 5 members will include Rahul Gandhi, Sharad Pawar and others, CPIM leader Sitaram Yechuri told media today. The Mount Everest has become taller by almost 3 feet. The revised height is now 8,848.86 meters or 29,031.69 feet. This was announced by Nepal and China after a joint survey done by the two countries. UK health authorities have rolled out the first doses of a widely tested and independently reviewed COVID-19 vaccine. The first recipient was grandmother Margaret Keenan, who turns to 91 next week. She received the shot at University Hospital, Coventry. Amid the global race for the COVID-19 vaccine, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that the country would use mobile technology for mass inoculation against the pandemic. India may approve license to some developers of COVID-19 vaccine in the next few weeks, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare Secretary Rajesh Bhushan said today. The Serum Institute of India and Bharat Biotech have applied for emergency use approval of their respective vaccine candidates. All markets and business establishments were closed in rural and semi-urban areas of Tripura, and major streets of the state wore a deserted look. The Bandh received a mixed response in Agartala. The Union Ministry of Textiles has sanctioned 18 crore rupees for establishing an apparel and garment making unit at Ampati in Meghalaya's Southwest Garo Hills district. The centre has already released 14 crore rupees for the development of the apparel unit's infrastructure. Sports Minister Kiren Rijiju said that the government will start 1,000 Khelo India centres in the country to provide employment to retired sports persons. Indian origin health expert Anil Soni has been appointed by the World Health Organization Foundation as its inaugural Chief Executive Officer. World Health Organization Foundation works alongside the World Health Organization to address the most pressing and immediate health challenges across the globe. With that, it's a wrap of this edition.